Welcome to Lake Life on WAXC TV3, a show dedicated to informing you about local events and attractions around the Lake Martin area.
Back to WAXC TV and Lake Life. David here with you today.
Kevin Moon for another edition of Lake Life on Lake TV, and we join our friends today at Talladega Cycle Sales.
Hey, I'm Kenny Dean for Lake Life TV, and I'm excited for you.
Now, it's time for Lake Life on WAXC TV3.
Hey, I'm Kenny Dean.
But I'm David Burkhalter, and we are here on Lake Life, one of our favorite places to go. A lot of fun now. The only bad thing is I had to ride to Gadsden with this guy. But other than that, it's going to be a great day. We're Southside, yeah. We're at Bucks Island here in Southside for what I think is going to be a treat, Kenny.
And it is a treat. Y'all sit back and you're going to find out what a real treat is.
Here on Lake Life at Buck Island Marine, we have just a lot in store for you today. You don't want to miss out on anything we have. One of the biggest showrooms in the Southeast. You're going to love what you see here today, and it all starts with this guy. Justin's going to tell us all about the Falcon. Justin?
So Falcon is a new brand on the market. They've been out about 2 years now. The guys that design the boat, that own the company, have been in the boat industry forever, just like anybody else in the boat industry. They came up through a couple other brands, started a third-party warranty company when they got out of the other boat brands they were working at. And they wanted to build a boat that nobody else had built. So having a warranty company, they saw the problems everybody else was having. They wanted to build a boat that didn't have those problems. So they took everything they learned from the warranty company and built what we're sitting in now. It doesn't have the bells and whistles that are going to break on you in 5 or 6 years. It's a bare bones fishing machine.
A fishing machine, which is exactly what we want on Lake Martin. You know, we've had a lot of tournaments this year. We had the Bassmasters in town. Saw a lot of guys out there in Falcon boats. What makes you told me they had a fiberglass body. What makes that so good for fishing boats?
So a lot of what they have done with this hull is instead of taking the same bass boat hull that's worked forever and just duplicating it, making it their own just a little bit, tweaking this, tweaking that, what they did here is took a hull that would be capable of running the ocean in the bay. It's more of a bay boat style hull. The stringer system in it is exponentially stronger than anything else on the market. And what that does is makes your ride really, really solid. And it has a really deep keel, so when you hit that wave, it breaks it at the front and distributes that force throughout the hull. So it doesn't shock your back, it doesn't shock your neck. It's a good, comfortable ride the whole time you're on the water.
Nice, comfortable ride, a good boat to get some fish in. Make sure you stop by Buck Island Marine, see my buddy Justin here. He's going to help you out, get you one of these new Falcon boats here on Lake Life.
Kenny and Katie here at Bucks Island. Man, oh man, what we were talking about just a little bit. When I walked in here and then when I'm outside, there are so many selection. When I say selection, maybe I like this one. Well, somebody comes in here, well, I don't like that, but I like this one. Inventory, what an inventory y'all have.
We do. We have a large selection of inventory. We carry up here in our main showroom. We have Skeeters up here. We have Falcon, G3 Suncatchers, some Monterey, Stingray, Glasstream. So we have a lot of selection to choose from.
Can we say that these are all made in the USA?
Yes.
Wow, I love to say that because that's what we're all about. And to me, boating is a great recreation that grows and grows and grows, and you're a big part of that.
That is correct. I am. A family-owned and operated business. I've been around boats all my life.
Okay. Did they encourage you to get into this, or is this something that you wanted to because you grew up in it?
It's something that I wanted to do. Okay. I was never encouraged to get into it.
Okay, well, that's what we like to hear, because that way when you get into it, I noticed when I first walked in here, and I'm looking at you, and I'm looking at you the way you're talking about the boats. You have the passion for it, and that's huge.
Well, good. I do.
You believe in it.
I do believe in them. I believe in our products that we sell too.
Well, that makes it a whole lot easier when folks are watching Lake Life, and you see who you're going to be dealing with. And this is just one person you're going to be dealing with. I got to ask you this. Do you have a favorite boat in here? Or is that a fair question?
It is a fair question. So my favorite boat in the showroom would probably, if I was gonna buy, would be that Monterey 224 FS.
Ooh, the yellow boat.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you what. I don't care what lake you're on, the yellow boat, you'll see it coming down the lake. You'll see the water splashing and just flying everywhere. But you know what you'll see? Folks having a good time.
That is correct. It's always fun on the water.
Well, you're exactly right, but it is so family. It's always about the family when it comes to. Here again, I don't care what lake you're on. I don't care what boat you're in from Bucks Island. It's going to be a fun time.
That's right.
When you get out on the lake, when you're out in your boat, what do you really enjoy? You like going fast, or you just like going?
Well, if I'm out on the lake, I'm on a pontoon. So I did my favorite boat in here, but you will always see me on a pontoon. And I like cruising and relaxing on a pontoon.
Well, I can understand that because, you put long days in here, you work hard, and then to get out and just cruise, that's when you go, this is what it's all about. Yeah.
It's relaxing.
Do you remember the first time you drove a boat?
Yes.
Okay, tell me about that.
I don't know. I remember sitting on Tony's knee probably when I was 4 years old, and I think it was, I don't know what it was. It was an older large boat. We were coming up by the slough when we used to be in an island, and I was steering, but I really wasn't steering because it was a tight channel and it's shallow in there. But yeah, I remember the first time. And back then you could get your boating license when you were 12. So on my 12th birthday, I went straight up to the junior college to take my test on a Saturday, and I got my boating license.
Was it more fun getting your boating license or your driver's license?
Definitely my boating license because my boat was like my car when I was 12.
You know what? I've never asked that question. I always like to ask what was the first car you had or if you drove. I have never asked anybody what was the first boat you drove. But here again, I go back to the passion. That's what that's your love growing up in it, and just continuing that love, continuing that passion. Again, when you believe in something, Katie, it's easy to sell.
That's correct.
All right, let me tell you something. You've heard her. You've seen how gorgeous she is, but it's beauty on the inside and outside. So we'd look forward to seeing you real soon at Bucks Island, right here. I'm Kenny Dean for Lake Life.
Bucks Island is your boating headquarters. Are you ready to hit the water and go boating this summer? Bucks Island has all kinds of boats, with one sure to fit exactly what you want. Fishing boats, sport boats, pontoon boats, and all with low monthly payments. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Bucks Island Service Department experts are also here for you to keep your boat in top running condition. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Don't be left standing on the bank this summer. Visit online at bucksisland.com and don't buy a boat till you get a Bucks quote.
Bezlo's Cafe and Bar is Lake Martin's newest sensation destination. Bezlo's is located in the heart of downtown Eclectic and has ridiculously good food that you can't get anywhere else. With gourmet pizzas, 42 beers, 20 different wines, and as well as the lake's best seafood and steaks. Bezlo's has billiards, darts, cornhole, and more. Plus, karaoke every Thursday night and live music on the weekends. Join us for happy hour from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. for $2 domestics or $3 wells. Bezlo's Cafe.
Sarah Honda, Sarah Nissan, and Tony Sarah Ford in Sylacauga offers the largest selection of Hondas, Nissans, and Fords in Central Alabama. And our promise to you is customers first. Over 100 vehicles under $10,000. And with 800 certified vehicles every day, you're guaranteed to find the vehicle of your dreams. Plus, with the Sarah Promise, you'll get the best deal. No hassle trade, best service, and the 72-hour exchange policy. Central Alabama, this is Sarah country.
The sun has always powered life. And now it powers our latest innovation to heat and cool your home more efficiently. Introducing the world's only solar-powered home energy system, which saves you up to half off your heating and cooling bill.
The future of home comfort is here now at Farnell Mechanical.
Get the latest technology
at Farnell Mechanical. Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
Action Angela here with me right here. I like the pose there, girl.
Thank you.
Let me tell you what, this all about family and service. Now, you got some great products here.
I do.
I mean, you really do. But sometimes anybody can sell anything, but then when it comes to the service, that's
Not
what
everybody can keep
you're
it
exactly
running.
right, and I think that's huge. And man, y'all got a few things in here to work on right now.
Just a few. We stay pretty steadily busy. We work on all the major engine brands here. We got certified technicians. Do everything from appointments for routine maintenance to engine rebuilds to general maintenance and repair, welding, and fiberglass.
Okay. Now, speaking of fiberglass, now I saw a part of a boat a while ago that y'all said that it had been in a tornado that y'all repaired. Do y'all do that here, or do it has to be sent off, or
No,
both?
we do a combination of in-house and sending off, depending on time constraints. We do a lot of fiberglass and gel repair here, but if need to be to make the customer's summer happy, we do outsource and try to get the job done as fast as possible.
Was that tornado close by, or?
There was one just back up that way just a little bit.
Yeah, when we come through here, I saw a bunch of trees down. Have you ever been in a tornado?
Thankfully, no.
Okay. Well, I say I have to ask those kind of questions to make sure that y'all understand what's going on. Let me tell you something. I'm going to go back to the service. You know, people, most time they want it done right now.
Yes, and we try to facilitate that as best as possible. I structure things in this department to keep it flowing. So I'm very proud of my guys. They do a wonderful job. We try to get it right the first time and then try to get them turnover rate as fast as possible. So that way you're not down when the sun's shining.
You know, I still think about the service. I think about, you know, you've been on the lake, you're enjoying the heck out of what's going on during the summer, or no matter what time of the year it was or is, and you're excited about being, and then you have to put the boat up, and then it just kills the flow of the whole dead blame thing, and y'all keep the flow going.
Yes, we do what we can to keep the flow going. Like I said, I'm so proud of my guys. In the summer, they on average turn out between 40 to 60 boats a week sometimes between rigging and service department. So we really get to moving in the summer trying to keep up with it. Now, sometimes it's not as fast as I would like, but like I said, we always doing what we can to streamline it and make it faster.
Is there a month that is the biggest service month? I'm just interested.
That would depend. The biggest service month for routine maintenance is probably February and March. The biggest, oh no, it's broken month is June and into July a little bit.
Well, that's when that flow, that's when you was out there having all kind of good times, and then the flow, and then it comes to y'all to get them back out there and flowing again,
Yes.
literally.
Yeah, got to keep them fishing. It's cheaper than therapy being on the water, so you don't want to take somebody's therapy away.
You know what? I've never heard it put like that, but I've never thought about. You're right. That is therapy. Being on the lake and enjoying it, cruising and enjoying it with your family.
Yeah, and it's boats are people's unwinding. They love them, the peace that they get being on the water or fishing or whatever it is. So when it breaks, they don't have that anymore. So we just try to make sure that it gets back up on the water real quick for them.
I like all your action shots. Now we're gonna wrap this part of the service part up, because let me tell you, they got to get back to work. But I'd like to end on just an action shot with Action Angela. On 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm Kenny Dean for Lake Life.
We're here on Lake Life at one of the biggest boat dealers in the Southeast, largest showroom in the Southeast, plenty to choose from at Bucks Island Marine, where we are sitting here with Katie to talk about my personal favorite, the pontoons. Crest dealer, Suncatcher dealer, Katie, you guys have a wide variety of both new and used.
We do. So we carry Crest and Suncatcher. Crest is going to be our luxury style pontoon. They come from 20 foot all the way into 25 foot, and they'll have Mercury motors on the back. And then we also have Suncatcher pontoons that'll have Yamaha motors, and you can get them fishing or cruise style in the Suncatcher.
When I think about a pontoon, I think about luxury, I think about comfort, I think about just having a nice, relaxing time on Lake Martin, and that's what these provide you with, right?
That is correct. As you can tell from this, it's so comfy to sit in, right?
Yeah, we were just talking about we could lay out here and take a nap. We just need a little water, and everything will be perfect.
That's right.
Hey, look, you need to come out here to Bucks Island Marine and see for yourself. I'm telling you, a wide variety to choose from. Whether you're looking for a new pontoon or a used pontoon, this is the place to come. They're going to give you service with a smile. They're going to make sure you're taken care of. Beautiful boats. And like I said, a large selection of inventory to choose from. So stop by and see us out here at Bucks Island Marine.
Here, sitting here with Justin and I really like this sitting part at Bucks Island. We talked about service, but if you don't have the parts, it's going to be hard to do some service work, right?
Right. You can't service it if you don't have the parts here to do it.
And y'all got a little bit of everything. I've been in this parts room before, but you got to have it stocked year round, not just certain times. You got to have it year round.
Yeah, stuff doesn't break seasonally. Stuff breaks all year round. No matter what's happening, something's going to break. And if you don't have the parts to fix it, you got people going somewhere else. If they're going somewhere else, we can't help you.
I'm glad you put it that way. Also, you talk about service, you talk about parts, you talk about getting back out on the lake and fishing. Y'all got a good selection of fishing rods and reels in here too.
We do. We're one of the largest Lew's dealers in the country. Now, it doesn't look like it right here, but our internet presence is second to none.
Lew's Lures.
Lew's rods and reels.
Let me tell you what. Are you a fisherman?
Yeah.
Okay. Any particular type fishing?
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
We go fishing.
I would think about it. You work hard in here all day long. Then you get out on that boat and you get to heading out on the lake and you grab that rod and reel. Man, you forget about this place.
Yes, you forget completely. You turn your phone off and you don't worry about anything but what's happening on that boat.
Let me tell you, and that's still part of the service. That's the parts department is huge. I'm kind of looking around in here right now, and man, they've got it for you. And you know what? You summed it up just a little bit ago. If you don't have it, they go somewhere else, and you don't want that.
No, we want to be your one-stop shop.
Well, then that's exactly what they are at Bucks Island. Let me tell you, see, somebody's calling right now to order a part. You know what? They'll have it too. I'm Kenny Dean for Lake Life. Let me get that line.
Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is the Lake Martin area's complete automotive solution. At Walls, you'll find a dedicated staff offering top quality service from routine maintenance to a full engine overhaul and everything in between. Brian Walls and the folks at Walls Tire are local folks that you know, and they provide the best service always at a fair price. Find out what the rest of the Lake Martin area already knows. Walls Tire is the Lake Martin area's complete automotive solution. Just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Hey, it's Morgan here, and my friends at Gory's Furniture Express are doing something special. It's that time of year again to get outside. They're having their big outside patio tent sale right now, featuring the best selection of patio furniture you have ever seen, and I can tell you that firsthand. It's all in one place. Gory's has it all when it comes to your patio furniture, and it's on sale right now during their big patio tent sale. And with your approved credit, 0 interest financing for 12 months. Not a joke. Only at Gory's Furniture Express, Highway 169 in Opelika.
A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing, service at its best when you need it most.
From the smallest drippy faucet to drain cleaning to water heater replacement to gas lines to total systems replacement, A&M Plumbing handles it all. Visit amplumbing.net today for the experienced, licensed, and insured pros at A&M Plumbing.
A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing, service at its best when you need it most.
East Central Alabama asked for it, and Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoors has answered with the region's full-service Mahindra tractor and UTV dealer on Highway 280 in Alex City, next to Tallapoosa Ford. Full lines of Mahindra tractors, E-Max, Max 1500 series to 5500 series. We have the world's #1 tractor line. Get the job done as well with full lines of the world's toughest UTVs and accessories. Visit the all-new Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor in Alex City. True grit never taps out with Mahindra tractors, UTVs, and accessories.
Hey, I'm Kenny Dean for Lake Life at Bucks Island with my buddy Mr. Tony Lumpkin, fixing to go into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But before he does, we're going to talk boats. We got 3 things we want to bring up, and I'm going to let you kind of run with it, my friend.
Well, the first thing is a little bit about the history of this place. My dad got out of the Navy 69 years ago with $21 in his pocket and started this business. And you don't get this far on $21 if you're not making people happy. Mm-hmm. I want to make that point. I got out of college many years later. His business was booming, and he quit school in the 8th grade, by the way. I didn't tell you that. I asked him, I said, Dad, how'd you learn how to run a business? You quit school in 8th grade. He said, son, I learned it in Sunday school. I said, you learn how to run a business in Sunday school? He said, yeah, I learned if you treat people like you want to be treated, you won't ever run out of customers.
Wow, real simple.
And that's what drives this business to this day. 3rd generation, my 2 daughters are involved. They're one in sales and one in service, and they've all got the same philosophy. We're carrying the big man's theory forward. Treat them like you want to be treated.
You know, I love that, and I would think anybody that's in business, they ought to listen to you.
Well, it's magic.
Agree.
It's just plain magic. It just works. Can't make everybody happy all 69 years every time, but we probably made 12 or 13,000 people happy in that service department over those years and probably sold 10,000 boats.
Wow. I'm hearing numbers that blow me away. It doesn't surprise me because I see the way you do business. I see the way the girls are following and doing the same thing. The passion, the love. They believe in what they're selling.
Absolutely. If you don't like it and believe in it, you can't sell it. And if you don't treat customers like you want to be treated, you'll not have any more customers.
Real simple, folks. Hang around. We got 2 more things that we want to bring up so you'll know a little bit about Bucks Island. You mentioned something earlier about people that own boats and what they need. Tell me about that. Tell me what you're talking about.
I kind of got a theory about that, and what it is if you're sick, you need a doctor. You need a professional person to see about your health. If you got a tax problem with the IRS, you need a smart tax guy, right? If you have a problem with your car, you need a good technician that's going to treat you right. Well, if you got a boat, you need somebody to take care of your boat that treats that boat like it was their boat. And that's exactly what Angela in our service department and her husband, Israel, do. They treat folks just like it was their boat. When a decision's to be made, they make it as if it was their money, and they fix it like it was their boat. When we sell boats, we try not to let people make mistakes. You know, a lot of people buy boats, they buy them too little, they buy them too big, or they buy the wrong kind of boat. And then they have to come back a year later, and then we got to disappoint them, and we don't like to do that. We want to be your professional boat person. That's what we're about.
It's still real simple. I'm talking about Bucks Island. And I like what you're saying because they are home-owned and home-operated. Tell you what, Mr. Tony, this is family-owned. I go back to the family-owned and operated, and I like the way you do business, my friend.
Well, we like to be locally owned, and family operated, but there's a bigger picture out there too, and we like to look at that one. Here that one is. You see this showroom behind you. You see that there's 200 plus boats here. We're a boat show every day. Okay, you go to the boat show and you pay $10 to get in or $20 to get in and pay $10 for a hot dog, $5 for a Coke. You still only see 200 boats. Well, we don't charge for hot dogs and Cokes, okay? We don't charge you to get in the door either, okay? So it's a boat show every day. That's the first thing. You got to give people, Mr. Roebuck of Sears, Roebuck & Company years ago wrote an interesting book I read, and he said all you got to do is put stuff on the shelf, keep it clean, and put a price on it, and people will bring their money to your cash register. So that's what we try to do. We price everything fairly. We're not buying 1 or 2 boats at a time. We buy a bunch of boats at a time so we get the best price that any dealer in the nation gets. We pass along those savings to the customer. Look, we've sold boats to people that live in as far away as Canada, Ohio, Indiana, help me out, Katie. Wyoming drove here last summer and picked up a boat. You don't drive past 25 or 30 dealers that you can buy a boat from and drive all the way right here to Southside Alabama to buy a boat unless you're getting a deal, right? I mean, would you? Does that make sense?
I'm in. Are y'all in?
All right, let me say it this way to everybody out there that's listening. If those people behind me and the rest of their crew can't get you the best product, we only have the best product. We don't sell junk. At 69 years, we're able to do that, right? if they can't get you the best product at the best price in the United States of America and then fix it when it broke the best way they know how to fix it, if it was their own boat, you're done. You can't get it anywhere else. Now, I'm sorry, it sounds like I'm bragging, but if I don't tell you the facts, who's going to tell you? You're not going to know them. So I'm telling you, there's no better place in the United States of America to do your boating business. Now I'm off my stump.
No, man, I'm glad you got up on the stump there. Let me tell you what, I'm glad to be here because I believe in the man, and I believe in these folks behind me. If you don't believe me, you come see for yourself. I'm Kenny Dean for Lake Life at Bucks Island.
With Automower by Husqvarna, who needs you? It's the original yard robot. It goes around your trees and flower beds. It goes up hills up to 30 degrees in grade. Even does narrow areas and walkways. Automower beautifully manicures your lawn automatically. Imagine a lot more mower and a lot less of you.
Visit TPE on Frederick Road in Opelika or Highway 14 in Tallahassee.
Sarah Honda, Sarah Nissan, and Tony Sarah Ford in Sylacauga offers the largest selection of Hondas, Nissans, and Fords in Central Alabama. And our promise to you is customers first. Over 100 vehicles under $10,000. And with 800 certified vehicles every day, you're guaranteed to find the vehicle of your dreams. Plus, with the Sarah Promise, you'll get the best deal. No hassle trade, best service, and the 72-hour exchange policy. Central Alabama, this is Sarah country.
What's the best place to go on the lake for the whole family and find your boating needs? Chuck's Marina has it all for your boat with gas and a convenience store for ice, drinks, and snacks. If you're ready to eat, whether on land or water, get the best pizza in the state with Chuck Walla's gourmet pizzas, subs, and salads featuring the lake's favorite, the Chimney Rock Pie. Relax while waiting on your food at Chuck's Tiki Bar with a huge selection of the lake's coldest draft beer and spectacular view of the water. By land or by water, Chuck's Marina has it all. Phone your pizza order in early at 256-825-7733.
Nature Supply and Bailey Stone are ready to make your dream landscape and hardscape needs come true. You name it, they can do it. Your full-service pine straw, mulch, sand, gravel, and stone supplier is Nature Supply and Bailey Stone. 6752 Highway 280 in Alexander City.
Tapley's Appliance, home-owned and operated by Tom and Louise Tapley, is located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Stop in and check out the Holland Gas Grill. It bakes, it grills, it steams, it smokes. It's great for cooking out no matter what the occasion, from tailgating to backyard grilling. The only grill guaranteed not to flame up. Also available, the DCS Gas Grill, and they have charcoal grills in stock as well. That's Tapley's Appliance, where they service what they sell.
The Car Stereo Shop in Auburn is more than your car audio and video headquarters. Everything you ever wanted for your boat, including speakers, amps, and subs from brands like Sony, Kenwood, Memphis, Kicker, Polk Audio, power speakers from Kicker, Skyline, and Wet Sound, underwater lighting from Ocean LEDs and Shadowcaster, and for your ATVs, side-by-sides, and motorcycles, the best in power sports products and lighting. How about a custom tailgating package or a custom-built mobile office? Where your imagination becomes reality. The Car Stereo Shop in Auburn.
Boy, David Burkhalter, this has been some more show. And I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about the folks that were in it and talked it.
You know, Kenny, and you hit a good point there. We saw a lot of boats today. We saw one of the biggest showrooms in the Southeast today. We were impressed with the product today. But it's not just the product here at Bucks Island. It's the people. And that's exactly what makes them different than your average run-of-the-mill boat dealer. You know, they're going to take care of you. They're going to make sure that you get exactly what you need when it comes to purchasing a boat, a pontoon, a bass boat, whatever it is. But not only that, service and parts as well. And they're going to leave you with a smile. I mean, you know, you got to hear from Mr. Tony just a few minutes ago. Wow, what a guy. We told him, you know, I don't know what you're running for, but, buddy, you got my vote. And they got my vote of confidence here at Bucks Island.
Not many times you'll hear me say this, but I agree with him. Hey, I'm Kenny Dean for Lake Life.
You've been watching Lake Life on WAXC TV3, dedicated to informing you about local events and attractions around the Lake Martin area.
Back to WAXC TV and Lake Life. David here with you today.
Kevin Moon for another edition of Lake Life on Lake TV, and we join our friends today at Talladega Cycle Sales.
Hey, I'm Kenny Dean for Lake Life TV, and I'm excited, Phil,
Thanks for watching, and join us again next time for Lake Life on WAXC TV3.